When you injure yourself in a slip and fall or trip and fall accident on somebody else's property, there are a couple of things you have to be concerned with right away. The first is making sure that you document that the accident actually happened at a certain location. Now, this might not be what you're thinking about when it happens, because you might fall down, you might be embarrassed, you might rush to get up and just go home. But when you do that, if you don't call the police, if you don't call an ambulance, or if you don't get the name of a witness, it makes it very difficult for you to prove your case later on, because it's only your word against the rest of the world or the insurance company that your accident happened at a certain date, time, and place, and because of a specific reason. And that's the next thing to worry about. If you fall down and you're able to, look around and take note. Why did you fall? What caused your foot to slip, or what did you trip on? These days we all have cell phones with cameras. If you're physically able, take a picture of the condition that caused the accident, because if you cannot prove the dangerous condition existed, you're not going to be able to prove your case. Next thing, get medical care immediately. Even if you're embarrassed and you get up and you go home, get to a doctor, get to a hospital, even if you take yourself, and tell them precisely what happened and where it happened, so there's some element of documentation. Then get to a lawyer immediately, because you want the lawyer to be able to document that condition. You want your attorney to go out with his investigator and possibly even an engineer or an expert to take measurements, to do an analysis as to what the dangerous condition was. The first step is proving dangerous condition. The next step is going to be proving notice of the property owner that they had that dangerous condition and they didn't fix it. Now, the laws are different in different municipalities. Nassau County and Suffolk County and the various towns and villages have different laws, for example, than the city of New York. But they all have something called the prior written notice law. And if it's the responsibility of the municipality for the sidewalk or the street, you're going to need to do some investigation, and your lawyer needs to find that that municipality had prior written notice of the specific dangerous condition 10 days before you fell. If it's the responsibility of a private property owner, then you don't need written notice, but you need to show that they had some type of notice, or they should have had some type of notice. So the most important thing to do is document the time, location, place, and the specific cause, because that condition might change. It might be repaired. If it's a transient, meaning it comes and goes, snow and ice is a classic example. It's not going to be the same way several hours later. Try to document the condition. That'll be the starting point for a successful case for a slip and fall.